Hello students, welcome to online classes of Sri Mahavir International School, Kishangarh, Renwal. I hope you all are well at your home. As you know that we are discussing about chapter number first of civics, that is the Constitution of India. And as you know that we have discussed about the chapter in previous video by understanding this example of a colony of a residence. We have then after we will discuss need of laws, why we need of laws are needed to govern the society such that each and every member follow a certain framework in his her or his behavior and action and does not cause harm to other. That's why we need laws, and the laws of a nation are laid down in form of a constitution which ensure that everyone is equal in the eyes of the laws, and administrators are not allowed to act arbitrarily, and dissent among the people lead to protest against laws and steer society's goals toward the positive change. All these facts we have discussed in previous video, why we need the laws and what is the role of the constitution and what is rule of laws, legitimacy of laws, and we have discussed some acts in previous video like Dowry Prohibition Act in 1961. According to this act, the dowry is given or taken is abolished by the act, and we have discussed Untouchability Act 1955. According to this act and according to the article number 17 of our constitution, that the untouchability is abolished on the basis of gender, caste, religion, sex, etc. We have discussed all these facts in previous video. Today we will discuss making of the Indian Constitution, how the Indian Constitution was made. Was made. As the British decided to leave India, they decided to set up a Constitution Assembly to prepare a Constitution independent India. You know that India got freedom in 1947. When India got freedom, the British government decided that there will be a separate constitution of India, and British government decided the Independence Constitution Assembly to make the Constitution of India. However, Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders had drafted a constitution for India as far back as in 1928. But in 1928, Motilal Nehru and the other 8 leaders of Congress, in the under of leadership of Motilal Nehru, a organization and committee was set up in 1928, and they made a draft for the Indian Constitution in 1928. And about this, we will discuss in history's chapter in detail. In 1931, at the Karachi session, it means the Congress was founded in 1885, and every year a session was taken in a particular place of the Congress. In 1931, at the Karachi session, it means the session at Karachi in 1931 was took place of Congress. The Congress discussed feature of the Indian Constitution. In that session of Karachi session, the Congress leaders discussed about the Constitution's rules, what will be the rules of the Constitution, how our Constitution was drafted. At both these deliberation, certain basic values were accepted by the Indian leaders, such as universal adult franchise, right to freedom, equality, and protection of the rights of the minorities. and in two sessions, one in 1928, the leadership of Motilal Nehru, and second in 1931, the Karachi session. Some points, some features were discussed that were universal adult franchise means right to all candidates, that they have right to vote, right to freedom and equality and protection of the right of the minorities group. Now Constitution Assembly. The Constitution Assembly was dominated by the leader of the freedom movement such as Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Maulana Azad. You know that the main leader, the main role of in making our constitutions were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Maulana Azad. Sarojini Naidu and Vijayalakshmi Pandit were the women member of the Constitution Assembly. But in Constitution Assembly, the female members were Sarojini Naidu and Vijayalakshmi Pandit. It means that main member of the Constituent Assemblies were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, B.R. Ambedkar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad, Vijayalakshmi Pandit, Sarojini Naidu, etc. The first meeting of the Constitution Assembly took place on 9 December 1946 after the framing of our Indian Constitution Assembly. The first meeting of the Assembly took place on 9 December 1946. The Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the President of the Constitutional Assembly and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was elected as the Chairman of the Drafting Committee. When on 9 December 1946, the Constitution Assembly's meeting took place, the Dr. Sachidanand Sinha was chosen as a President of the Constitutional Assembly, but after 2 days, on 11 December 1946, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was elected as the President of the Constitution and the Chairman of the Drafting Committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The articles of the Constitution were much deliberated over clause by clause, and the main articles of the Constitution were discussed by point to points. The original draft of the Constitution was considerably modified, and the original draft and the draft was made by the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar were discussed. The Constitutional Assembly finally approved the draft of the Indian Constitution on 26 November 1949, and our Constitution Assembly finally approved the draft of the Constitution on 26 November 1949 to mark this, but it came into effect on 26 January 1950. But our Constitution was implemented on 26 January 1950, and the main reason that was to mark this day, we celebrate 26 January as Republic Day, and from 1950 every year we celebrate 26 January as a Republic Day. And dear students, you know that the Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar is known as father of the Indian Constitution. Now, vision of the Constitution. The leaders of our freedom struggle believed that after independence, the dignity of the individual, human rights, and the welfare of the people would be established. You know that our country got freedom on 15 August 1947. After freedom, our leaders realized that Indians need the dignity, human rights, and the welfare It means development of the citizen are necessary for the individual. The makers of the constitution incorporated these beliefs in our constitution, and our constitution makers include all these features in our constitution. The preamble of the constitution is a reflection of the vision of the constitution's maker, and our preamble is the main reflection of our, it means the summary of our constitution. Preamble is the summary of our constitution. In preamble there are main features of our constitution. Preamble, the preamble is the brief introductory note at the beginning of our constitution. It means, what is preamble? Preamble is the brief introduction of our constitution. In preamble, the main key features of our constitution are included, and by whom our constitutions are made, and by whom the constitution are approved, and the date of the constitution, the date of the implement of the constitution is also included in the preamble. It lists the source of authority, the system of government, the objective to be attained by the political system, and the date of adoption and enactment of the Indian Constitution. It means in the preamble, the main features are include the objectives, the political system, date of adoption, etc. All these are included in the preamble. By the 42nd Amendment of 1976, amendment means modify some changes by the government, and the amendment number 42nd that was held in 1976. The word socialist and secular were added to the preamble. Some words are added in the preamble that are socialist and secular. Though the preamble is not enforceable by law, it provides a key to the understanding and interpretation of the Constitution. It has therefore been described as the soul of the Constitution. That's why the preamble is also known as the soul of the Constitution. Now, democratic republic. Now we will discuss some key features of the Constitution. Number first, democratic republic. You know that what is democracy? We have discussed in previous classes, in class 6 and in class 7. Democracy is made or derived from the Greek word demo or krato. Demo means people, and kratos means rule. It means rule of people. The first and last line of the preamble states that the people of India are adopting and enacting the constitution for themselves. It means the first and last line of the preamble, when we read the preamble, then we find that in the first line and in the last line, it means the adapter and the enactor are Indian citizen. It means we are the adapter and we are enactor of the constitution. This shows adaptation of democracy as the basis of governance. The idea of a democratic republic, which the preamble presents in democratic not only from the political but also from the social point of view. In other words, it visualizes not only a democratic form of government but also a democratic society infused with the spirit of justice, liberty, fraternity, and equality. In preamble, we not realize about the country at democratic, but it also realize that the society will also a democratic society, and we adopt some spirits like justice, liberty, fraternity, and equality. Common to all form of democracy is the participation of the people directly or indirectly. It means we will discuss about democracy. It means in election citizen, it means Indian or adult citizen can participate in the election direct or indirect. India has adopted a representative parliamentary democracy model of government, and Indian, it means our country adopt a parliamentary form of government in which there is a representative, and representative means we cast the vote to a candidate and the higher will be the representative. And we have discussed in next chapter about the parliamentary form of government. Election are held for every office including the head of the country. It means improper a fixed interval there will be the election held, like Lok Sabha election is held for every 5 years, and legislative assembly election also held for every 5 years. The preamble also envisages social and economic democracy, equality in the political sphere, give each adult citizen to power to vote freely, and universal adult give the right to vote. It, social economic preamble like poverty, health, and inequalities were meant to be tackled in the constitution to ensure social democracy, and in preamble the social equality, economic equality also described in the preamble. Now justice. As stated in the preamble, our constitution aims at securing social, political, and economic justice for all. In our preamble, there are three types of justice. Number first, social justice. Number second, economic justice, and number third, political justice. Social justice means no discrimination on the basis of birth, caste, race, sex, or religion. To this end, India is envisioned as a welfare state. According to this justice, there will be no discrimination on the caste, gender, religion, sex, etc. And economic justice means that gap between the rich and poor is bridged. According to this, there will be no gap between rich and poor. All members have equal rights. This can be done by providing facilities of education, health, and employment to all. And how can we approve, or how can we get this economic justice? To providing facilities like education facilities, health facilities, employment facilities. Now political justice implies that everyone has the right to participate in the affair of the state. It means every citizen, every adult citizen has right to vote, every adult citizen have right to participate in political system. Now, liberty, democracy is closely connected with the idea of liberty, whereby certain minimum rights must be enjoyed by every person in a community for free and civilized existence. Liberty. Uh, it means every citizen of the India has certain rights. There are 6 rights in our constitution, and about this we discuss in next chapter. These translate to right to freedom, about which you will read in the next chapter. It means about the rights we will discuss in next chapter. However, as we know, the right to freedom cannot be unlimited, but the right to freedom, out of 6, one right is right to freedom that cannot be unlimited. It has certain restrictions and certain duties are attached to it. It means it can be restricted in a emergency. Now, equality. One of the objectives of our constitution is to ensure equal status and equality of opportunity to all individuals in the society. It means every citizen are equal and every citizen can have equal status and equal opportunity in the society. There will be no discrimination. Equality has been preserved as a fundamental right of the citizen, and there is a fundamental right also, right to equality, in article 14 to 18. Equality is the removal of discrimination among individuals on the basis of religion, caste, gender, place of birth, etc. It means according to the this right to equality, this fundamental right remove discrimination on the basis of caste, gender, religion, etc. All citizens are equal before the law. For law, all citizens are equal. About this we have discussed in previous video. And enjoy equal protection by laws of the land, and all laws are equal for the citizens. Now fraternity, we will discuss about fraternity. India being a land of diversity, a spirit of brotherhood among its people is necessary. It, we have discussed in class 6 that India is land of diversity. There are many diversity like linguistic, it means language, physical diversity also. But India known as diversity in unity in diversity. The principle of common citizenship is directed toward strengthening this sense of unity and integrity of the nation. But our principle is that unity in diversity. Fraternity is also implemented by giving equal right to all. Fraternity also gives the equal right to all. Fraternity, however, is not possible unless the dignity of each individual is preserved and respected. But fraternity, we can't go without the dignity of individual, dignity of every student, every people, every human being, and respected to every human being. Maintaining this dignity requires granting of certain the stable rights to each individual, and for getting the fraternity we need some rights. The Constitution of India aims to provide such right to individual, and our Constitution provide such rights that we will discuss in next chapter in detail. Some example of such principle include these points. Now we will discuss some examples. First, the directive principle of the state have been used to benefit all citizens equally, is providing adequate means of livelihood. It means the directive principle that include from Article 36 to 51 that provide equal opportunity, equal incoming source to all citizens. The state is bound to provide humane conditions to work and ensure all its citizens attain a decent standard of living. And the state is also provide conditions like Manrega facilities also provide according to directive principle, and the state can check that the living standard of the citizen. The practice of untouchability was abolished in India to preserve individual dignity, and according to this, the untouchability also abolished. Now, socialism. We will discuss now socialism in the next video, and about key feature of our constitution we will discuss in next part of the video, and you will revise the chapter also. Thank you.